The following program is a work of fiction intended to educate and astonish the YouTube community. It has been carefully edited to conform to all YouTube guidelines, and any resemblance to any real contests, prizes, phone contacts, websites, or historical figures is purely coincidental.
Welcome back. This is Jackson Barker. This is just in. Kevin Hamilton, the virtuoso bass player for the #1 rock band in the world, the Wet Spots, is dead. He was found at his home this afternoon at 3:20 in Bellevue. The world of rock will miss him dearly. Our thoughts go out to Pons, Styx, and all of his fans. They debuted on this show. We will all miss Kevin tremendously. Stay tuned for the 10 o'clock news for upcoming details. But Kevin is no longer with us.
Welcome to life. Life is like a carousel or a Ferris wheel where you go up and down and all around. One moment you're king of the world, the next moment you're a punk on the playground. This is life. This is our world. Welcome to our world. Because you're going to go on a trip that will never end. Here, and I'm Carlos now.
Kevin's dead. Motherfucker's dead. We finally found the perfect bass player for the band. Why is it always the bass player? I can get keyboard players, I can get other guitar players, but freaking, bass players, they're not a dime a dozen. Kevin. What happened, man? Why'd you pull the trigger? We knew you were on the edge. Fucking dead edge. Well, I guess we are too. Hey, listen, in the afterlife, can you think about us? Can you help us from out there, wherever you are? Because I recognize you as a spirit, man. You were one of my best friends. So, identify you as a kindred spirit. Kevin. Kevin. Get out of me. Release me. You can't control me like that again. Kevin. Let me go. Let me go.
It is a sad day in Seattle as Kevin Hamilton, the bass player of the Wet Spots, is deceased.
That's where I am, Wet Spots. Kevin was a foundational guy for amazing. But Kevin's dead. Oh, he's dead.
Pons, thank you so much for doing an interview. I know it must be very, very difficult for you during this difficult time. And just to come on for a few minutes has been just wonderful. Your fans appreciate it. The station appreciates it. Our hearts are heavy. Our minds are confused by the tragedy. What do you have to say, Pons? What can you say to your fans, or to the Wet Spot fans around the globe?
The mere fact that the songs that the Wet Spots created almost 20 to 30 years ago are now being reclaimed by our most excellent producer and director. I believe that the songs as they were written at the time were hugely successful. But there was a juxtaposition in terms of musical content. I didn't want to sell out to FM, nor did I want to represent my songs as being anything other than being sensational. Therefore, the fact that they're being produced now is fantastic, and I look forward to getting the accolades that I had missed previously.
An unfortunate incident happened at the Oakland Coliseum at the Wet Spots concert when Styx Rudiment stormed off the stage. He got impaled, and apparently Styx was belligerent.
It was an anal thing, though, so we can't talk about that on family TV.
Portland, rock today.
We buried Kevin Hamilton in about 1992. Yeah. And it was a sad, sad day because, you know, he died of an overdose, man. He was the fucking best bass player we ever had, but we had to, you know, he got recused, you know.
talk to you. I'll drive extra speedy quick. Speedy. You all right, man? Comfortable in there? Let me move the seat up for you, Mr. Hart. I know I can figure it out. I know it'll work. I'll get it later.
This is KATU News in Portland, Oregon. My name's Will Johnson, and I got Ponds Pedestrian Ponds. We'd love you to bring your guys, Kevin Hamilton and Sticks Rudiment, down to the Motor Center. What is it gonna take to bring Kevin Hamilton out of
Kevin Hamilton is dead. He's buried in the backyard up the mountain, the hill in Fort Worth. You guys should have film with him being buried. So what are you talking about, man?
Watch your head there, Mr. Hardy. Watch your head there, mister. Be careful on there. These new cars, they got this low clearance and all that. Okay.
Used to it, Ralph. It's hard to get used to it.
That's all right, Frank. We're going to go on a nice little trip today.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Careful there.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Here we go. Used to it, Ralph. It's hard to get used to it.
That's all right, Frank. We're going to go on a nice little trip today.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Careful there.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Here we go.
So, Mr. Hardy, it's only maybe about 15 more minutes and we'll be there. Yes, sir. Told you I'd get there fast. I told you. I wouldn't lie to you.
I'm not too keen on these secret locations. But it's all for Hardy, really. What's it, I mean, now that you've made it big time in Hollywood, what was the last film that worked out for you? Did you do Everywhere Wood?
Can we kind of lighten up on the small talk, please?
Sure. Do you have any big talk?
I want to get to the point here.
Okay.
What is this job you want me to do?
You'll find out.
My associates told me I should play ball with you for some reason, and I'm still curious as to why that is. Unless you're a little more forthcoming, I could get off at the next gas station.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You want it Shell or Chevron?
Very good.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Doug, how you doing?
Texas Red. We meet. We meet again. In the middle of a nature preserve.
Well, nature is the only thing worth preserving, really. Our nature and theirs.
I gotta roll this up the chain of command. It's my butt on the line here, so I gotta go through it. But I'm in your corner. Trust me, I'm in your corner. Just gotta go through this list.
Okay.
Okay, number 7.
Is it Andy Warhol?
No, it is not Andy Warhol.
Would you rather it be Andy Warhol?
Maybe.
Okay, let's just have him talk about Andy Warhol.
Well, I think he needs to talk about number 7, which is Italian frescoes. If he doesn't know anything about Italian frescoes, what's the point of going?
Well, I
any
mean,
further?
Clarence's great grandfather painted frescoes with Annibale Carracci in Rome. So, you know, from that standpoint, I could see why he'd really be interested in, you know, pursuing that line of thought.
That's
Carracci?
interesting. That's interesting.
He's done his homework, I guess.
I think he's done.
I don't think that was in the article.
No, he
I just know.
He's channeling Clarence.
He's channeling him.
He obviously didn't know anything about the guy. He never read
No,
the article.
I don't. I think he's bluffing.
Well, bluff is okay, but channeling is even better.
Channeling.
Yeah.
We've seen channeling happen before.
He's grabbed the spirit out of the sky, and it's just, you know.
Well, you know, I have a lot of experience with channeling. I used to work at the Portland Alien Museum. So, you know, in terms of credentials, it's it's pretty much as good as it gets.
We have a big alien following. Why don't you address the camera and tell them all
Oh, well, you know, I used to take people on a tour group, so there was multiple sections. There was the there was the blown up newspaper articles, and then there was like some glass cases with toys in them, and then I would just say, "Here, watch this video," and then get the fuck out of here.
That's amazing!
So,
and it's so realistic.
I don't know.
Uncanny.
I mean,
he's uncanny.
I guess I was an
I think we
aggressive
might
tour
have-
He's
guide.
dialed in.
Well, wait. We should actually. We shouldn't waste this talent and just have him do Clarence Johns. Maybe he could do all of the art.
Maybe
all
he
of
could
our
do
different
Carlos
roles.
too.
He could do Carlos. He can do Frank. He can do them all.
Oh my goodness.
Handicap. Okay, and 2, there he is. So Lara 1 is going to start this. It's 4 times around for the penultimate. This
La
is going to be
Bella. La Bella.
This is the Golden Fleece.
This is
There have
the,
been 4 tournaments played so far on this victorious weekend. The first 2 won by the Doctor. The second 2, the Dutch team picked it up and won fairly convincingly in 2 straight games. 2 out of 3s. This will be the answer. This will be the compilation of a weekend of outstanding cribbage action. 6 cards down.
I'm
And
telling
now
you.
I have to sort it out. Watch that camera. Whoa! No, don't get behind me, bastard. Oh, shit.
It's been a pretty wacky series so far.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I need some help. Help me, Rod. Help me.
4.
Oh, shit.
Give me a
4.
4.
Ace. That's a 1.
That's a 1. 11.
Oh, 15 for 2. Here's your 4.
25.
26. Go. And a go. 15-2, 15-4, and a pair of 6. The rest don't mix.
52, 4.
Lay him down. I need to see him.
52,
You can't hide the cards from me.
50.
You gotta give me an opportunity. You give me an opportunity to count out because you're
52, 4, and an 8, 12.
Nice. Yeah, that's nice for a cheater. This looks like a classic Larry beatdown. He's the New England Patriots of cribbage.
Unless you're a little more forthcoming, I could get off at the next gas station.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying.
You want Shell or Chevron?
Very good.
I don't know. Where'd this guy come from?
I didn't come here to be abused.
Well, that's the trouble.
And you're wondering where does he usually go?
You get these old friends, you send them on a dope deal to New York, and then years later,
I heard about that, dope.
They become bigwigs and they start acting like bigwigs.
Mr. Hardy's not a regular bigwig there, Frankie. He put me to work when I needed help. I was unemployed, and Mr. Hardy gave me the limousine job.
I try to be kind to your friends, and this is what happens. I get disrespected. I get treated like shit.
That's what makes you stronger, Hardy.
What, you're lecturing me? Who the hell are you? Some little pissant off the street who's going to tell me, Jack Hardy?
Jack? Where did Jack come from?
I don't know. What's my first name?
You don't have a first name. You're Hardy.
I'm Hardy. Yeah, you know, Mace gave me my start in Hollywood. I did my first projects with him. He's a Grammy winner, a genius videographer, always that close to the big time. But he was heavily involved in drugs and speed in particular. And
so he's up all night.
Yeah, he was always up. I never saw him sleep. And I was always pulling him out of hotels and motels where
and his father was a gangster that got murdered in Chicago.
That's totally true, yes. And so he had the street all over him. He was like a rat, actually, in some ways. And but you know, brilliant. He could create videos in like a minute that would blow your mind on a handheld. And so we were putting together a combination of a production company and a technology incubator. And it would have been a multi-billion-dollar. The projected revenues were in the billions after about 3 years, because we had such great technology, which is cutting edge. And so I had a lot of meetings with him, and with people off the street. There's so many homeless Grammy winners, Oscar winners, directors, because they didn't get equity in the studio system. Right now, everything is changing because the indie industry is booming, but they don't know what they're doing, and they don't have solidarity because the old studio system, if you didn't do what the studio executives wanted you to do, you'd lose millions of dollars and you'd be fired and you'd be history and you might even be killed.
Nature is the only thing worth preserving, really. Our nature and theirs.
You know, I've been wanting to ask you.
Okay.
These trips to the phone booth that we've been doing, I noticed that for some reason, you kind of got to dial. You're dialing the technology in better than me, I've noticed. What am I missing out on? I mean, I kind of get it to work. I feel like I'm sending a signal, a beam to the past, but it's a little scrambled, a little garbled. You seem to have a clean, like, cable TV. You got a direct pipeline. There's no interference. Communication is...
Well, I just think I'm lucky, really. But if I were to analyze it further, I would say all of these techniques that we've been using are really based on a very deep form of meditation that has no beams because it has no distance. There's no distance. I mean, it's the physical term would be superposition. In other words, the past and the present and the future as well are superimposed, so you can access them immediately without any beams required. That's why even with the comlinks, there's no time involved in the travel.
So, number 8 is a mathematician. And what he saw on this planet were 4 different possibilities. Superimposed, superpositioned, in one time and space. It is an eclipse of sorts, but it's an eclipse of dimensions of hot and cold. All superimposed in one spot. One image of many dimensions and many possibilities. All interacting in one chaotic moment.
And they don't have solidarity because the old studio system, if you didn't do what the studio executives wanted you to do, you'd lose millions of dollars and you'd be fired and you'd be history and you might even be killed. Nowadays, these kids, these snot-nosed kids, they're running by the seat of their pants, and a lot of them are very talented, but not as talented as they think they are. The way to make millions, you want to know how to make millions in this industry, Frank?
No.
Well, you're probably doing a good job then.
But
I think your goals are very achievable.
I'm interested in how you did it.
I can tell you some of the stuff.
Okay.
You know, by the way, is this recording? Are we on tape?
Yes.
I'll need approval of this before I allow it to appear.
No, we'll just stretch it.
Okay. At any rate, I like you. You know, we go way back. How many bodies did we bury together? How many blondes did we fight over?
Well, I do remember that scene outside the liquor store.
In Idaho? With the 3 strippers?
Somehow you're able to get that particular...
Yeah, that's an episode I know you're trying to forget.
I don't know what's happened to you, Hardy. I mean, you know. Back in the day...
I copped out. What's there to know?
Yeah, well, that's...
I remember that story Frank told me about the pipe in Strawberry Creek. I mean, my goodness.
What's that, chauffeur?
What a street survivor. What a survivor, Mr. Hardy.
That's
You're
when you were living
survivor.
in the drain pipe in Strawberry Creek on the campus of UC Berkeley.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to live now.
You've conveniently
It was very comfy and the rent was very low.
Right. And as long as the water was low.
So were my companions.
Right. Yeah. I put actually I attached a poem to that pipe with duct tape many years later to commemorate your, I don't know what you call it, passage. It's kind of like the loss of innocence, I suppose. Now look at you. You're completely corrupt
and loving it.
Oh, boy.
With the serpentine logic of stubborn intellect, Hardy sticks to his plan, shacking up with women until he feels the evil eye. This time he's busted for taking the last yogurt in the fridge, back at the student union with his little book, hoping for a lap between the lines when he realizes he's hit the gap. Sometimes the salt runs 8 or 9 moves deep. The center of the board is a black hole. So he hikes up north side, hoping something warm will present itself, a giant burger. But it's a bad night in cardboard, rousted twice from suitable stoops. Sleepily evading the maniacs of the night, he finds a redwood plank in a dumpster behind GTU that fits perfectly in a pipe feeding Strawberry Creek. Rejoicing in his privacy, he smokes some shad and relaxes into dusty dreams, flowing with the academic drain water. After a day's foraging, a foam cushion, some silvered industrial insulation, and King Lear to read by flashlight, Hardy's confidence returns. He
feels aphorisms growing in his fingernails and starts thinking romantically again. At the Bear's Lair one bright Berkeley morning, he meets Tina stealing a Danish and hits the jackpot. She's a chess groupie at Hardcastle's. She's got a baggie of Panama Red. In a rakish swoon lasting 2 weeks, Hardy gets his stuff from the pipe and moves in. They're getting it on 7, 8 times a day. When the grass is gone, she asks for a Jackson and it's over. He's walking around the Carillion Tower, calling Tina, Tina! Her creative play with the Sicilian defense, her counterattacking thighs. Then he resigns and wanders over to Strawberry Creek to check out his old sanctuary. The opening cemented in, defended by a neon orange steel grate and covered with fat purple graffiti worms. As Hardy contemplates the sacrifice of shaving, 3 words catch his eye. A twist of history, a literary memorial. Hardy was here.
There's no time involved in the travel. It's all instantaneous.
So in essence, it's not even travel. You wouldn't call that travel.
Yeah, that's actually correct. Yes, it wouldn't be travel in the normal sense. It's more a let's say that all of space and time is a deck of cards, and all of the cards exist in that deck, and you're just pulling out at random or by choice this card and that card, and then you look at it.
You see so much of time travel, and it's not travel, and it's not about time, is it? Neither.
It's yes, it's I would say it's a power of mind that is superior to all the great science that we're doing now, because the science presumes material, presumes particles, it presumes waves, it presumes time and space to measure the waves and instruments to measure them, whereas this is a greater power than material. It's kind of riding the wheel, really. You want to be there, you are there. You want to see this, you are seeing this.
I want to see the taco truck. There is a taco truck at the end of the trail, and I'm going to search for it.
There you go.
I'm going right now.
Okay.
But I'll be back later. I'm looking for the taco truck. I'll let you know if we find it.
I'd like a fish taco if you're there. If you ever find it. I know some of you are curious to know why we produced Uncarlos now. But I'm not going to tell you. Because you don't deserve it. Because you're all assholes and stupid. And, well, I can't tell you the rest, but it was very interesting. And there are some secrets. There are some secrets that even the pundits have missed. There are some secrets that future generations will miss. So dig deeply, my viewers, dig deeply, and you may find inside these astounding explosions of slapstick, you may find the truth in yourself. You may find the truth of those around you. You may. Hey, Frank. Frank, it's TR. How you doing? Yeah. Oh, okay, I can wait a sec. Go ahead. Yeah, I'll be here. Okay. You still there? Oh, okay. Hey, yeah. Oh, okay. No, that's cool. That's cool. It's cool. Hey, are you still just walking up and down the world then? I mean, you found anything to do? You dropped out. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I understand. Yeah, I mean, you can't do that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Got a girlfriend or something? That's good. That's good. That's good. So, yeah, there's no reason to persevere because, yeah, things changed. Everything changed. You'll be fine, but there's a lot that will be deleted. So, anyways, just keep on doing what you're doing. No, not particularly. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still painting. Yeah. I got some. Well, what do you mean dates? Yeah, I got a couple dates. Oh, you want that one? Okay. Well, I'm fine. I mean, the key is just keep the channels open. As long as we can hook up once in a while, then everything's fine. I mean, the world is fine as long as we can talk once in a while. That's all. Oh, you got? Okay. We'll catch up soon. Okay. Bye.